Hey guys, it's Wolfy-Chan, and this video is going to be a little bit different. So, recently I decided to go and see the movie Your Name, that's what the picture's in the back, and this really isn't going to be a review of sorts, as it is just going to be a impressions of the video, because I did want to see it in dubbed, but I guess the people who were actually putting this video on, or the movie on, just did it back to back to back, and totally, I'm guessing, forgot that there was a dub part. So that's kind of what made it sad in the beginning, but because I heard so much good things about it, and it is the highest grossing anime movie so far in this world, because, anime can be anywhere, I decided I was going to do an impressions of it, and basically kind of tell you how much I liked it, and not really give it a review of sorts, because when it comes out and I can buy it, I will do a movie review on this movie. I know you guys don't really watch it, but because I know that Your Name is still kind of out into buzz, I thought I'd make a video about my impressions of this. So, Your Name starts off with kind of these two kids that I believe are in high school. And these kids live in totally different places, which they don't really give a name to. I'm guessing, like, the girl is in the mountains or in Kyoto, something like that. Somewhere where there's not a lot of big towns and stuff like that. And the boy, I believe, lives in Tokyo. So that's kind of where I think the setting is like, she's from Kyoto, he's from Tokyo. They don't really specify in the movie or anything like that. But you go through the life of both these characters, and something happened. And they're like, okay, so, it starts off with the girl, and it's like, oh, you put your hair stuff up. You weren't acting really normal yesterday. And she kind of goes over and finds out that something's happening. And so, with that, kind of, all this stuff starts to happen, and it kind of seems like, instead of, if anybody's ever watched, like, The Lake House, it's kind of like that, except without a mailbox, it's two soul switching. And so, it's a really good movie. Like, when I was sitting down in the movie theater, I think it took it to a whole nother level. Because most of the videos I watch are on my big flat screen TV, so of course, you're going to see it like that, and it's going to be kind of more in your house, you won't really get to notice a lot of things. So, it's kind of like that. But when you get to sit down in the movie theater and actually watch this great anime movie, that, like, animation stuff is beautiful. And the thing that, like, I've heard and kind of read about was the director didn't want it to be as big as it got. And so he was kind of like, oh, it's so big. Which I feel very kind of sad about, because it is a really good movie. And that's, I guess, the thing about movies, is that sometimes they're very, very different. So, you get to either choose whether, you get to see the view and stuff like that of this movie, and it goes the way you want it, or it doesn't. And so either people like it or they don't. And people really like Your Name. I mean, when I went to the movie theater, anime movies tend to be the movies that not a lot of people go to. Almost the upper part of where the movie started, legit, was almost full. So, a lot of people went to go see this. And so, it was really packed. And, like, the thing was, I have a spatial awareness about me that I'm like, okay, if anybody sits right next to me, I don't enjoy a movie. Which is weird for me. So, I tend to not go to the packed movie theaters, or when something just came out, I tend to, But this movie, I had a week where I was at, and I really wanted to see this movie. So, my impressions of it, as I get around to it, is that this is a really good movie. And I wish I did see it in dubs, but even having to read it, like, it was so good. The story itself was something that I think anybody can enjoy, and it was hilarious. Like, I didn't think this movie could have really serious points and really comical points. Not that it shouldn't have had. I just thought it was going to be a really serious movie about two people, like, oh, I'm switching back into your body, you're switching into my body? Oh no, kind of thing. So, I thought it would be more serious, but it did have lighthearted points. I really liked it. So I really recommend, one, going to see it in a movie theater, because awesome. Two, I will definitely buy this movie when it comes out, because of how good it was, because of everything that was in the story, and because of how different it was. And you go through the story, and it's just like, it's so cute and sweet. It's amazing. The only thing I hated of it was that they'd remember each other's names and then forget each other's names. So that's why it's your name. Like, what is your name? But I really liked it. And while it's still out, I would definitely recommend anybody to go and see it in the movie theaters. I know it's been a week, and I know it had like a short run time, but it is a very, very good movie. So that's kind of my impressions on it. It's really good, and it's worth watching it in the movie theater. Even if you don't get to see the dubbed one. It was really cool, and I really did like all of the movie. It was really good. So if you like these types of videos that I do an impression, either about a certain movie or a, a series that is coming out that's supposed to be linked to anime, definitely leave a like, leave a comment down below if you've seen it, or if you like these types of videos, because hey, I can make more of these when these kind of pop up. I try and do like the newer anime and the newer manga, so those ones still get their own kind of reviews and stuff like that. And definitely subscribe, because I do make videos every day of either anime, manga, something new, a movie, or something like these impressions. Just because. And I do hope that you've been having a wonderful day. I just got back from vacation, so I'm kind of... Wolfy-Chan out. Bye, guys.